Hello everyone, this is Aurelia at Aurelia's Crafting Ideas. I am working on some Halloween projects and I hope that you will join me. For today's project, I will be using these coffin shaped wall decors from the Dollar Tree. I have this one that says trick or treat. I also have these wooden slate ones. To build my coffin, I will be using cardboard, some tumbling tower game pieces. You will also need some tape. I will be using masking tape. You need a box cutter to help cut your cardboard with glue. You can use your hot glue gun if you like. You will also need a display board if you wish to display your coffin in like a one-piece setting. And you will also need some acrylic paints. I will be using some black chalky finish acrylic paint in black. Glow in the dark paint and color will be your preference. I have some white chalk paint. And to seal my project, I want to use clear wax. I will start with this one, the trick or treat one. So I need my cardboard. I have this poster board. Well, you can use any cardboard you like. I just happen to have one of these around, leftovers from school projects. I'm going to just take my coffin and I am going to trace it out. Oops. And I need one the same shape of the coffin. Well, before I do that, let me cut this tag off. I don't need that. So I'm going to put this on my cardboard here, and then I'm just going to trace this out. And that's going to be the base for my coffin. And then what I need is, I need the pieces that go around the edge. So I will need, what I'll do is probably just cut a couple of long strips and then just work that around the edges. That would be the best option. So I have this one, and then let me go ahead and measure this one out too. Cut that one off, and let me turn this over so I can put this one right here. And I'm gonna have my pencil and then just trace this one out too. Now I need my box cutter. Let me move my scissors. It's a lot easier if you use a box cutter. I got my cutting mat underneath there, and then just go ahead and cut this out. Let me see how well I did. That's pretty good. And then, where's my other coffin? Right. Not too bad. I just need to do a little trimming. I want to make sure all the pieces fit. So if I have one uneven side, I might not go together too well. I don't know. Okay, now I have those. Now I need to see, this is the bottom piece and the top piece. Now I need the piece that runs along here. So I think that I want to make this about 3-inch deep. That way I have plenty of space to work with on the inside of my coffin. Exciting. Okay, let me cut the strips now. I have my 3-inch strips. I went ahead and just cut like 4 pieces, and if I need more I can do that. And I was thinking, instead of cutting a section for this here, 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 I want to just run the whole thing around. So I'm going to measure from this tip to this tip. Well, not measure it, but if I take and just crease it right there, I think it'll work. And let's see, I need maybe an embossing. Maybe if I like crease it right here. Oops. I just poke a hole in that. I can bend it. There we go, see? And I can bend here. And then I need to go from this corner down to this corner. I just want to measure it, make sure I have that right. Then that's going to be at a slant, and I don't want it at a slant. I want to keep the straight edge. So, like this. And I think these embossing pins came from the Dollar Tree. You have to be careful with the pins, they tend to slide out. And let's see, so this will go there. Look at that. I think this will work. I wanted to show you what I have so far. So I have my strip here, and it's all scored and folded and or creased and all that. So I just want to run this cardboard around the top piece to my coffin here, just like this. And I went ahead and just trimmed this one back down so I can have a longer piece to put at the top, and then this just reconnects there like that. See, I like it. Quite happy with it. I have completed the edging for this coffin too. So my second attempt is a lot quicker. I knew what to do, so this time it went much more quicker. So see there, my cardboard went almost all the way around, so I just need this little piece. So I cut another piece right here, so that's going to go in here, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and connect my strips so that this will be ready. What I decided to do is, let me grab some glue here. I'm just going to use a regular super tacky glue and put a little bit of glue in there. Just added support, that's all. You don't have to do this if you don't want. And I'm going to slide that there. I need my masking tape now. I'm going to take some of this and just tape those two pieces together like that. I'm going to flip it over and then put another tape on the side. Just like that. And then I'm going to just trim. Let's see, I need my scissors. I'm going to just trim the tape down. Like that. So now this one is ready. I need the other one. Let's see. This one here. Now this one is going to go this way. Connect those. Put some glue in here. I am ready to add the bottom piece. So I'm gonna do the trick or treat one first. So that's this one, and so this is gonna go run around like this. I need to figure out how I'm gonna do this. I need I probably should connect this first, right? Let me do that. That might make things a lot easier for me. Put some glue here. So we are learning as we go. And let me grab the other one first. Here we go. This one. So this is going to go in here, right? So I'm gonna squish this around the form of the bottom. There we go. Look at that. Ha! I like it. So I'm gonna take the back out and I'm going to get some glue and I'm going to do the same thing. Run some glue around the edge. Now you can always run the glue on the inside if you like. You know, run a bead of the hot glue on the inside. That'll also help hold together. Okay, so I have glue all the way around. Now I'm going to tuck this in here and put that down, and then just kind of force the edging around. There we go. Just like that, and then I'm gonna turn it over and I'm gonna put tape around the edge now. I'm gonna try to do like half here and then the other half there. I'm gonna do little bits of tape instead of doing like one long strip. The tape is, you know, just to help it hold together until we do whatever we need to do. So let me finish the adding tape to this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the trick-or-treater one also. I have completed assembling the bottom pieces. Look at that. All done. So when I put the lids on, look at that. Perfect fit. Fantastic. So let me move this aside for a minute, and I want to go ahead and work on the bottom pieces. I want to paint both pieces. I think that I'm gonna use the white chalk paint first. That'll give it some sort of texture, right? I'm hoping that's what'll happen anyways. So let me do that. I'm gonna try the chalk paint and let's see what happens. I may change this to gesso, but I'm hoping that will, get the results I need from the white chalk paint. Because first of all, I want to cover all this paper product. That way, when I'm ready to paint it, my paint doesn't disappear into the paper. So my chalk paint is going to act like a sealant. I have painted both my coffins white. This is what it looks like. And I did some globbing on the side with the chalk paint. I let it dry a little bit and then came back with the wet brush and kind of smashed it. Gives it a little bit of texture. Not much though. So I think if you want a more pronounced texture, you need to add something else to it to bring all the grunginess forward. I guess that's what I'm after, the grungy effect. I'm going to go ahead and put a layer of the black chalk paint now. While the bottom of the coffins are drying, I'm going to work on the lids. On the lids, I plan to paint the top black, but in between the slats here, I want those to be painted white. And it's going to be white on the bottom also. And then same thing with this one, black on top, and then in the lettering it's going to be white and then white on the bottom. So let me go ahead and do that. I hope that it turns out well. This is what my coffins look like now. Nice, right? So I was thinking that I may have to figure out a way to keep the lid from falling in, but it looks like I don't need to do that. I don't need that extra piece of block to hold it up, but you can if you like. I think this will work just fine because it sits right on top just like that. And then this one too, look at that. What I want to do now is I've done a lot of painting so far. But I also want to go ahead and add my glow paint, and I'm going to cover the inside the coffin, and I'll probably get the edge of the coffin also, you know, kind of let it ooze out just a little bit all the way around the bottom of the coffin there. This is what I have now. I have painted the inside with my glow paints. Look at that. I put 2 layers of glow paint on there, and then I painted the bottom side of the top piece too. And I made sure that the glow paint came through the letterings on this one, and then on this one also. And then I made sure that I had white paint in between the slats, and then also a couple of layers of glow paint in there. So let me turn off this light so you can see what this looks like. Look at that. Isn't that fantastic? Look at that. Look at that. I love it. I have 2 type of tea lights. I have one that's LED, and one is just a warm light. So it gives different effects. Look at that. This is the one on this side is with the LED light, and this is just a warm light. I like it. And you can even crack the lid open like this. You see the difference? This one's brighter with the LED light, and then the warm light gives that soft, creepy feel. And this one's like more vibrant color. But they both look really good. I like both of them. On my coffins, I did a little texturing with the chalk paint. See? Now, if you want a more pronounced effect on your coffin, you can always take some tissue paper like this. You know, they come in layers. Just take some off. You can just like bunch it up like this. And then you can cut or tear pieces off, and you can like decoupage on here and then just paint it over. And that'll give it even a more pronounced texture on the coffins. I have the lids here. They have little holes here. You can take some wood filler and fill that in on each side. But I recently bought some gemstones from the Dollar Tree, and I want to add a little bit of that to the top of my lid. And I'm just going to take one of these black gemstones here and put it on here. That will disguise that the hole that I have on the lid. See there? Look at that. Cute, right? Now I want to take some more and, you know, kind of sprinkle it around the lid. If I can get this gemstone off. Here we go. And I think maybe I want to do a little pattern, maybe like 3 of them there at the very top, and just kind of space them out. You know, if you want everything to be perfect, you can always measure it. See there? Neat, right? And then I'm going to do the bottom part too. Now you can embellish yours however you like. You know, have fun. And you can also, on yours, if you like, you can always line the inside. But I want to be able to put stuff in there, so here, well, either way you can, even if it's lined, you can still do that. The only thing is if you put glow paint in there and then if you cover it up, you won't be able to see all that beautiful work you did. See there? I like it. I like that bling effect. Now let me do this one. And I think I'm going to use the black gemstones on this one too. I also have some stuff that I can put in here. I bought some floral moss from the Dollar Tree. Now you can take some of this moss, you know, create a mess. Just take a bunch of this and then kind of sprinkle it throughout. You don't want too much because you still want that glow paint to come through, right? So that in there, you can take your votive again, like that. You can tuck that in there. You can take some of this moss and help disguise that just a little bit. Now, Dollar Tree does carry these bags of skulls. So dump some of that in there. Cool, right? Look at that. There we go. Now, also, I have some little skeletons in here. Let me put that aside. And on this one, I'm going to put some more of this moss in here. Yeah, be aware. The moss makes a mess. If you want to display your coffins on a plaque or like a tray or whatever, you can do that. Put that in there, and then you can take some moss and then just spread it around on your tray. Now this one, here we go, and let me get my light again. I think I'll disguise it on the side. I have skeleton here. This is an 18-inch skeleton from Dollar Tree, and it comes with the hook at the top of his head. I just trimmed mine off because I did not need it. See, his legs fits right in. Look at that. just enough. Lift his arms. There we go. Isn't that cute? Or if you don't want one sitting up in the coffin, the Dollar Tree has this new one. Its eye lights up, so be careful now. Stick him in there, and the switch is at the top of the head, and I'm gonna light him up because his eyes does flash, and he makes a lot of noise. How funny is that? And it's motion censored. Or you can do this look. Okay, so as long as you don't touch your coffin, you're good. Now, imagine you have it on the table and somebody wants to look at it. They're like, oh, let me see. I love these skeletons. A new invention from Dollar Tree. I just love it. Take some of this moss out. See? They put some of that moss on there on top like that. Even cuter, right? See, look at that. I love it. Now, if you have the, this is, believe it's called floral moss, but they do have the Spanish moss also. Now, if you want a permanent a fixture with your moss, just go ahead and glue it down. But I love to reuse my supplies, so mine is just going to get sprinkled around like that on top. Isn't that cute? I love it. Here is what my finished coffins look like. I hope you guys like it and that you give it a try. So on this coffin, I have the skulls. Look, and then there's my light. Kind of disguised it a little bit with some moss. And you can display it just like this. Take some moss and just trail it out. Sprinkle some on top. And of course, if you're using a tray, you'll want to put more moss on the bottom. Adorable, right? And then this one, look at this. I have a little skeleton guy in there. This is a new skeleton guy. Well, I'm calling him Skull because his skull is bigger than the rest of his body. But yeah, this one, he makes noises. And I'll just tuck him back in there. He's a little troublesome, but that's okay. And I'm gonna get some moss behind him. And pull his arms back out. Slide that back in there. There we go. Okay. I'll get his hand back on. There we go. Now he looks like he's coming out of the coffin and just having a little sit down. Isn't he adorable? I love it. Well, you guys decorate your coffin however you like and just have lots of fun with it. Thank you for stopping by to watch my idea. This is Aurelia at Aurelia's Crafting Ideas, and I will see you next time.